My name's Johnathon Davies, and essentially I'm a design engineer at the University of Utah. In the engineering department, we have quite a bit of varied projects. I think the best part of working with it is seeing these students go through the problem-solving process. So for problems for engineering, it's mostly real-world physical manifestations of a problem. They do a really good job of having to define what the problem is they're trying to solve and what different possible solutions that are out there to look for. That's probably the best part of my job. The next best part of my job is when they fail at that, because it takes a lot of learning from failure for them. So I think it's important to be part of their experience. As an advisor for groups like the Student Amateur Radio Club, I get the experience to go out and do field day and help them set up radios and communication links. For groups like the Formula SAE group, I can help them with the electronic control system of their car. I go down to other locations to lay up carbon fiber with them. So it's really a learning experience for me as much as it is for the students. The NASA competition groups, we go to Houston and down to Cape Canaveral, and we have a great time the whole time we're there. It really connects this idea that they're driven to solve problems. So I remember when I was a student just like them and having to go through the same courses, and the theory is very important to any student's program, but really the application or the implementation of that theory is where I think engineering really shines. And for them, it's difficult for a professor to have that as an option for the students. So my position allows me a lot more leeway in that sense, where I can go out and work with students in the field. I think the engineer side of it is I get to implement, which is something a lot of engineers probably either don't want to do or don't get to do, which is to see their work go from, can I do this, to, oh, I've done this. And that part of teaching is kind of missing in some of our programs, but really we see more here at the university where professors and engineers are going to do a startup or they're going to run a business, and they really have to do both those things. And it's kind of a new paradigm in engineering and education. It's important to work on their communication skills to be able to talk to a large audience, since that's going to be their future, hopefully. And for me, it's something I'm continuing to work on. I had no idea that my students were going to do this to me. They probably knew that I do not like to be recorded nor stand in front of large groups, because those are the anecdotes that I've told them in the past, that it's important for them to learn how to communicate as engineers. And so as an engineer, I must thank them for this opportunity. So, yes.